Okay, everyone. So this now we're at the we're at the precision three. This is the complete um, lesson. Okay, I had a problem, technical problems, and I'm sorry for that for the last video. Um, so now this is um, Dance Without Music, Precision 3, Energy, the beat, and the divisions. There's one thing that I had to put. Okay, I'm not going to be able to put it. Oh boy. Okay, there's one thing, but you're going to have to you just have to bear with me. It's just one little thing. It's as far as the divisions are concerned. There was one word that I didn't research, but I won't be able to research it. So anyway, we're going to go into this lesson. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we're here at the first part. We're talking about energy. Let's do energy and the beat. Let's do energy first, okay? Now, the energy has a force. Remember we did force. Force is force, direction, speed. The earlier videos, it tells you it's all one for now. For force, 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 direction, speed, all one thing. Okay, force, direction, speed. Sometimes some things are highlighted when you do force, direction, speed. I did a whole lesson on force, highlighting the force, highlighting the speed, and highlighting the direction. It's if you want to find it, it's there in my videos. If you just want to know force, force, direction, speed. So now, what makes force, direction, speed? Well, energy does. And I said in the last, and this is just for Dance Without Music. Um, what I said in the last video, I said we have the hydrogen X. I want to show you something about hydrogen X. I have to call it hydrogen X because that's what it is, okay? And a lot of people are not familiar with it. I keep trying to stress it, but everybody thinks and everybody goes along their day as if everything is one, okay? But a lot of people think about it. Like they go, how can I do this? Or how can I do that? Or what makes me different from this? Or what makes me different from that? Let me give you one example, okay? Okay, I'm gonna take this book, okay? And it's just like when I had the ball also. When I did the ball, I tossed it up and down, okay? Well, let's just take this book. I'm using hydrogen X this book has its own energy, okay? Because if I drop it, there's an energy, okay? But I'm gonna pick it up. The only way I can pick it up, I'm here and I'm there. I need something that has force, direction, speed, okay? So I could pick it up fast or I could pick it up slow. Most people don't even think about it, they do it subconsciously, okay? But I'm going to pick it up. The only way I could pick it up is I need something with force, direction, speed, okay? I mean, I'm not a robot, so I have to pick it up with force, direction, speed, okay? That means it has to have an intelligence. So now we know what how hydrogen X works. That's in the form of videos also. So I'm going to use it, but I need force, direction, speed. I can use force, direction, speed in my hydrogen X because I can. That's from the last videos too, so I can't keep going over things. But anyway, I'm going to pick this up with force, direction, speed. Okay. And before I do that, I need energy. Energy is a combination of hydrogen X and weight. Okay, when you get them together, it makes energy. So here I go. I'm using my energy, and I picked it up this way. Then I can go through the book also. Okay, with force, direction, speed, which it has an intelligence. My mind is using its intelligence to use hydrogen X to use force, direction, speed. Okay, so now we can get into the dance. Now, we go from here, like I said, we have this, and we're going to explain this, and it's very important. I explained this, so I don't have to explain it again, okay? So, we have a power, it's very highly powerful. Hydrogen X is highly powerful. I mean, I don't want to use that example, a bad example, but you can hurt yourself. Everybody knows that. Even when you stub your toe and you go, how in the world did I have that much power to have that much pain? Also use clapping your hands. Sometimes you can clap your hands so hard to where it can hurt you, okay? That's because you didn't use force, direction, speed, okay? But you could just use force. Force, it doesn't have any, I can put force into this book, okay? And if I put force into this book, like you can see, okay, it has no force, direction, speed. It was just done. So that's just using force. But now I'm going to use force, direction, and speed. And I'm going to take it like that. Intelligently, okay? So that's the way we're going to do the dance. So now we're here. We're using this force, direction, speed. Like I said, it's good to brace yourself because when you're new to it, your body's not conditioned. It doesn't even know what you're doing. And some people won't stop here. If you stop somewhere else, it's kind of hurting your body, okay? Maybe you won't know it now, but you'll know it later. So here we go. So we're bracing. And it's pretty much saying, stop here, stop here, stop here at the hand. Okay, it's just energy that it's not energy, but it's force that you're controlling. So I can go like this, and I can stop here, okay? And I'm stopping in the same place. And I'm not going to use the terms because it will confuse you now, but I'll use the terms at the end, just to locate what you're doing. Okay, and this can be used in the dance too, okay? And like I said, it could be kind of dangerous if you don't know what you're doing because you're hurt later on. So anyway, so here we got that, okay? So now we're going to take the energy and then go into the next thing. Remember, force, direction, speed. Direction and time, I would say, is the same thing, okay? Direction and time. So, this right here is pretty much force. I mean, it has force, direction, speed, but we're doing it over and over again. So that means the force is highlighted, okay? So that means, you remember when I threw the book up there, okay? That's force. So this is force, it's highlighted, okay? Direction is not highlighted because you're doing like the same thing, okay? So force is pretty much direction. Direction is pretty much force because direction is not highlighted. Speed is not highlighted, okay? So force is highlighted, which is, like I said, it's very powerful, okay? So now we're going to take, the reason why I'm telling you this is because we're going to do a directional thing. We're going to go from force being highlighted to direction highlighted. Direction and time. So you have three things. Now we're going to take direction, three things. I'm just going to say it like that, okay? And direction has time. Time and direction is the same thing, okay? So we're going to use the time and direction to go to this move, okay? Okay, so we did that with direction. We did that with direction and time, okay? Because we went from here and we had to direct, and when you direct, direction and time are the same thing because it takes time to direct. It's very important because sometimes you could see something and you could say, how did you do it? And if you just think about direction, your body's not conditioned for that. You have to not explain to your body, but it has to be conditioned for time and direction. Okay, direction and time. Okay, because you can see something and you know that you know the direction, but you don't know the time. You don't know that it's time and direction. When you know it's time and direction, then let me show you time and direction. So I'm going from here, okay, and this is, see this squat like this? It's energy, okay. I'm taking this energy and I'm controlling it with the hydrogen X, and I'm going. Wait, okay, so okay, it goes like this, and I have to do it according to the dance, okay, because it goes 1, 2. Wait, then it goes like that. If that's a mechanism also, which I can explain to you. But you see, it took time and it took direction. Okay, so I put the energy into a direction and it took time to do it. So it's the same thing. Time and direction was highlighted. I used energy and had force. Force wasn't so much highlighted, but the time and direction was highlighted on that part of the dance. Like I said, and then one part that shows, which is borderline, like I said before, is borderline control. But I'm not going to put the control in it. There's also tapes on the control also. So I'm not going to get into what the control is. I covered it like thoroughly. So now, I'm going to do the apparatus. And I said that this was an apparatus, this part. Okay? Okay, it's up here. And I'm going to do it over here because I want you to see the whole thing. And up here. And see how it's moving, okay? I'm forcing it, but I'm having direction and time, okay? And see? And I could do that. That's natural. I try not to do it. And now watch this. This is all the same energy, okay? It's all the same energy. And this is an apparatus. Because it does the same thing. It's like a mechanism, okay? And see that? And watch this energy. It goes right up. And like I said, it's about the control, but I'm not going to put the control in it. So I could do this again and again. Okay, so now you can see that. Time and direction. Now the beat. Before we go any further, we have to do the beat. Like I explained. But I did in the other one, this one is the whole complete lesson. The beat. Again, we're going to start here. The beat is when it stops. If your body's not conditioned, like I said, it won't stop here. You won't even feel the stop here. The best way to feel it stop here is like feel it with your hand. The reason why you could probably feel it with your hand because your hand feels different. I mean, it's trained to feel certain things. If I feel this book, I can feel the book, okay? I can feel the difference in this material, okay? So to help yourself and to guide yourself with this beat thing, the beat is supposed to stop here, but a lot of times we're not trained for that yet. So you have to condition your body. Conditioning is explained in the earlier lessons. It's very important. But every time, like I told you before I started back in these videos, I had to learn how to condition. I conditioned my body for these certain things. Sometimes, I'm going to tell you something that's so really advanced. The reason I'm going to talk about premonition. I have premonition. It has nothing to do with the general premonition. We have a term in Dance Without Music about premonition and what premonition means. It's in the earlier videos also. A premonition of when I do my telephone and I put in my code and everything, I can see a premonition of it's. It would be upwards, not precision. It would be perfection. I don't know. I know there's precision and I know there's perfection, but I think there's another lesson before that. Um, the only lesson I think it would be like there's there's precision and then perfection. It would be power. Okay, not the powers that we work with, but power. Okay, so I don't know if power. I don't know if it goes precision, power, or perfection, or precision, perfection, power. I'm not sure, but like I said, I get a premonition of when I do my when I do these numbers that I can feel that it's advancing. That's the only thing I want to say. Now I said that for this reason because we were talking about the beat. Now, um, when I to tie it in, I had to figure out how I was tying it into this. Oh, about the hands. I was saying about the hand. Okay, um, when you move this like this, it kind of stops it so that when you're young with this new idea, you don't want to go further than your hand. If you go further than your hand and you're not used to it, like I said, you could probably damage something. Okay, and I'm just not talking about. I'm talking about as far as the powers that we're working with. Okay, so that's why we're talking about the beat now. So it'll stop at the beat. The beat stops here. And I'm going to give you the divisions, and that will help you also to show you where the beat stops. So it just stops here. So this is the first part of the beat. This is very important because you have this. You ever see this dance? It happens all the time. This, or in Spanish, they have something like this. Okay? This is where the beat is. That beat. So it's very important with Dance Without Music to find the beat. But before you find the beat, you find the beat, you have to condition your body to handle the beat. The reason why I say handle the beat, because you could make this energy, like I said, hydrogen X and weight, and you could hurt yourself because you're not, the beat is not, you're not conditioned. I can say your body is not conditioned for the beat. Okay, so that's why it's good to stop it or feel it where the beat is, and then you'll get a premonition of, oh wow, it's not ready yet, or you can feel you. Like I said, when I was cooking, and I was able to, I just started balancing on the other quadrant. Then I knew that was a premonition that I was almost ready. So that's what you want to wait for, okay? So it stops here naturally with me because I've been doing it for a long time. So that's the number one thing. If you want to practice the beat, you go like this gently, okay? Okay, so that's a beat. And like I said, it falls, okay? And what I'm doing is I manipulated gravity for it. No, I don't want to say gravity. I manipulated the weight, okay, to go down like this. And then hydrogen X and the weight stops there, okay? And that makes, it makes an energy and it makes a beat, that stop. So that's a beat. It's very important with dancehall music because we don't have music, okay? So we use this all the time. So that's one part of the beat. Now, And like I said, it's force, direction, speed. This one is force. So because it's highlighted with force, the direction and the speed, you have to be careful because it's not in the front, it's not in the foreground. So you have to know when the direction and speed stops. You have a speed and then it has to stop. All those things, force, direction, and speed, make the beat when you stop it. So then we went over here and we went from here to, and if you see, it's just one, the same energy. Now it's in, when I do this, the weight is hiding in the pressure, okay? Then I'm gonna use hydrogen X to work together. And then you have that, okay? And that's a beat, okay? Because it ends. So you have this, and this is starting. This is all one beat, okay? So let's do that again. The energy completes something, okay? Right here, I make the energy, and I said, I want to accomplish this one thing. I want to accomplish this beat, okay? So I'm going up, and I accomplished, that's a beat. Okay, as soon as that's over, you need more energy, okay? So let's say I'm over here. Then I need more energy. So now I need another beat. I need more energy. So I have to produce more energy. And I'm going to produce energy, and then I'm going to force direction speed, okay? So then I'm going over here, okay? This is one beat. And then this is beat, 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 okay? And that's a beat. Now the energy, you see the energy go from there to here to here. That's one beat, okay? But it stops. Let's call it a pause. On that one, it's a pause because you're going to go, I'm going to do it here so I can end up in the middle. I'm doing this, and these are pauses, like, okay? It's not beat, but they're pauses, okay? So this one over here, and it's pauses, okay? And then the beat is over with, and then I'm going to make another beat. It's going to go up, that's a pause, and a pause. It's the same energy. But this is not a beat. That's where the danger is. That's what I was trying to show you. Sorry for pointing. But that's where the danger is. If you think this is a beat, and then this is a beat, and then this is a beat, no, okay? Because then that's a danger, because you're dealing with this real powerful hydrogen X. So you want it to force direction speed with it. You want to control it, okay? Like I controlled that book when I sat it down. So then I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to go like this. So this is, I'm actually, okay, so I'm making this, okay, so I'm making a beat. Now we're just talking about beats. I'm not going to explain anything else. And I'm going to see it's going up, and I'm directing it. And that's getting into the control. So now we're going to go over. Now we're going to go to a next point. But I need to let you know the only thing about this now is that this beat right here, and then you're going to go into, in actuality, okay, like right now I'm up here, okay, not everything is a beat, okay, like this you can prep. I would say this is more like a prep, but then this would be a beat. It goes up and then like that, okay? There's always so many things, but transitions, like I told you, this is a transition also. Transitions in another lesson, and we did talk about transitions. Transitions are very important, but this from here to here would be a transition, okay? And then you're in the, what you call them, but this would be a beat. This would be a beat, And then this will be a beat, and then these are like pauses, and then a beat, okay? But because it's a mechanism, it's going to do the same thing over and over again, it's kind of complex. So we're going to go to the next part, to where it goes like this, and then it's okay. Now we talked about speed. This one is this force direction speed is speed movement, okay? So it's speed, but remember we have fast, slow, and then we have rhythm. That one is a rhythm. So we have the beat. Beat is like when we were doing this. Okay, so that's a beat. And we did fast. First we did it slow, then we did it fast. The next one, which we talked about in the early ones, is a rhythm. So after we did this, and then that's a rhythm. Now, a rhythm is uh, not a number of beats. Can I say a number of beats? It's like a quantity. Because it's going so fast, you need to see more than one. It's hooked together, okay? So it's like a constant, it's a, I can say it's a, sort of like a mechanism, but it's just a, how can I say? I want to put it as far as the vocabulary is in this dance without music. So we have the rhythm, and then we're talking about the beat. Okay, remember when we were talking about pauses, okay? It's sort of like, it's not pauses, I can't say pauses. It was more like, I would say it's a combination of beats. Okay, so I can actually say it's a combination of beats. I didn't prepare for that part as far as figuring out like. So let's say it's a combination of beats. Let it be written, okay, and that's the best way to explain it. So we have a combination of beats. Now, as far as that is concerned, I'm trying to think how I could put it into as far as the beat is concerned. Okay, so it goes from, okay, so what it does is it beats out into an other, like for instance, the quadrants, it goes from other to natural, other to natural, okay, other to natural, other to natural, and then other natural, okay? So these are combinations. So each time, like I said, when you walk, you go from coordinate to coordinate. On that one, you're beating out coordinates. You're switching coordinates rapidly. So that's what makes it look different from the usual, like fast and slow. So it's okay. So it's going other. I have to say other right, other right, other right, other right, other right. Okay. Other right, other right, other right. Okay. Okay, that's right. Other right, other right, other right. Other right, other right, other right. Okay? So that's a combination of beats. Just like this is a beat. And I said the next fastest one would be a rhythm, and that's what this is. It's a combination of beats. It's a combination of beats to make this, to write this next part. So we have other right, 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 other right. So let's see. Other right, 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 other. Okay. So okay, it ends on other. So other right, 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 other. And then other right, other right, other. So let's do it without saying it. Okay, yeah, because that's what it goes. So it's other, but it changes to the other combination. So other right, other, and then it goes right, other, right, other, right. So that's how it goes. So it because okay, other, right, other, right, other. So now you're going to start with the slow combination, and then you're going to go right, other, and then right, other, right. So that's the combination. Okay. So let's just do it now. But those combinations are beats, and it's very, very fast. But what will help you is that in order to make every beat that fast beat, is you have to jump. Pretty much jumping the powers. Yeah, I would say jumping the powers from the other quadrant to the right quadrant. Remember what this right quadrant is? It has nothing to do with left and right. Natural. The reason why I put down natural, right, the natural quadrant, right quadrant, or the correct quadrant is for something like this. It works very well because I needed to express it, but I had to express it with right because it was other right, you know. But I couldn't say other. It was better for me to say other right instead of saying other correct. Okay.